let's not walk, let's run. So much love a party, lots of stuff to do. So much love a party, my best friend is you. So much love a party, cake and apple pie. So much love a party, blow my dad and cry. Wait, no. Super slumber party. My best friend.
Would anybody like some pound cake? I'd like some pound cake. Some cake. I'd like some pound cake. Some cake. Some pound cake. Some cake. I'd like some pound cake. Some cake. I'd like some pound cake. Some cake. I'd like some pound cake. Some I'd like some pound cake.
Hello. This is gonna be kind of awkward, but I haven't streamed in like 5 years, so I'm gonna probably be a bit awkward. I'm joined here with Marie. Yippee! And I'm gonna try and put on some music in the background, and like if I remember what decibels this shit goes at, probably like 20. Yeah, definitely less than the microphone audio. There's like no one here, but that's okay. This will be going on for quite a while. I plan on it, mainly just to max out productivity. So I'm gonna keep playing the Pico radio. Okay, that's probably good for the dynamic range, of course.
For the mic range, of course.
Yeah. See, it's like weird because I can lower the audio for the stream so they can barely hear it, but like the volume adjustment is like non-existent. So here's what I'm gonna do. Lower this a little bit. No, I tested it before. I know the sound is coming in okay. Because I have it limited pretty heavily. It's just that like if I put my headphones on to listen to the animation, it's gonna be kind of difficult because the what's it called? The tab is at full fucking volume, and because it's an old Flash game, I can't fucking limit it. But you know what? Here's what we'll do.
We got a viewer.
Oh, a viewer.
A viewer.
That's you.
No, there's 2 viewers.
Oh, wow. Damn. Oh, shucks.
Oh, sure.
I'm gonna see what playlist this is on. I follow this person. Shouts out, Spielzwig. There's a couple songs on here that we could probably play on loop because they're just kind of loop-ish. So, starting with this one, Popcorn Remix. I know this is gonna be. Is it coming out? Oh, I muted the tab. There it is.
There it is.
Yay. Now let's put it on loop. Cool. Probably working on a few things during the course of the hours. This is for a cartoon I haven't announced yet, but I will eventually. Formal announcement, but pretty much everybody I know knows what it is, obviously. Jesus fucking Christ. So, no, I'm good. I got some water right here. Thank you. Oh, that's alright. They'll be back. They always come back. I was gonna hold off on streaming until like 10 o'clock originally, but then I was like, that might be past my viewers' bedtime, because after SpongeBoy, it seems like every fucking buddy that subscribes to me is like a little kid, which is like kind of funny actually. I didn't want. It's like weird because like thinking about how like popular that video is, and like I was like really reluctant to do it initially because it was just like an idea that I had. Like, oh yeah, let's do something for SpongeBob's 20th anniversary. But like Alice kind of shouts out to Alice, kind of spearheaded it all, and like you know, it's funny. Like I sent that cartoon to like the original musician or whatever. I'll turn off this fucking swing dance thing that I put on at the beginning. Yeah, but I like remember like not wanting to do it, and then I asked the original artist, I forget her name. I'm sure if I looked up SpongeBob ukulele song it would come up, but
SpongeBob ukulele songs.
oh no, but this was like a cover of like the original, just like the SpongeBob theme song, but it was kind of like a medley. And in a weird way. Please don't. Sponge. I'm all sponged out. Maybe I could. I don't know if I'd be able to play it because the last time I tried playing a fucking cartoon that I thought was in the public domain, I got content ID and my stream got blocked globally. So there's like this parody on YouTube called like Sponge Bong Hemp Pants, and I was like fucking 7 or whatever, and that was like my first even inclination of what weed even was. Okay, that's a deal right there. Yeah, I found out like VH1 did a bunch of fucking parodies, and one of the artists was Johnny Utah. He's on Sleepy Cabin. He's like the voice guy.
Oh, is he the guy who does the intro?
No, that's Mick. He, no,
My
not.
bad.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
You know, it's actually kind of funny because my initial idea was like during the stream I was gonna try and dig up that old document that Rice Pirate wrote about Death Inc., but I couldn't fucking find it for the life of me. I have so many copies of all these like viral Google Docs that just kind of circulate the art spaces, but I don't have that one. And I found that one especially funny because there's like photos in there of like Death Inc. in like a trench coat and like trying to look all badass. And I don't know what you would call that, like himbo maxing or what? I don't fucking know. I just know that like that is, it's actually kind of if it weren't for the fact that he had that kind of like Newgrounds OG status or whatever the fuck, it wouldn't even. It, you know, he would be laughed out of freaking class, you know. I do have one of his like pieces of art still, but it's like, I don't know. I think it was just because I liked Sleepy Cabin. It was like the fucking Sleepy Fallout art or whatever that he did way back when. I was gonna try and find it, but I want to finish this drawing first. But yeah, and in typical, you know, this happens in like all of my fucking live streams though. Like, I literally just end up coloring for the first half of it. Welcome back. As I was saying though, like that fucking happens in like all my streams though. Like, even when I used to live stream on livestream.fucking.com way back when, which I don't think that site even exists anymore. But I would always end up coloring during the stream, and I very seldom like actually animate. But luckily, there's only 2 more drawings of this shit. Well, I'm gonna keep animating for a bit. The plan is I'm just gonna cycle through projects. I'm gonna animate for this for a bit, and then when Justin and Alex join, shouts out. Like, I'm gonna switch over to Spice Up Your Life so they don't sodomize me for not working on it right now. What's up, Alice? How's life? Loving the animatic, of course. You know what I mean. You know.
If you know, you know.
You got my fucking money, bitch! That's okay, Alice. You don't have to work on Corey right now. I'll do it.
You know what? Yeah. You already know.
I was gonna. Yeah, no, like, I'm actually surprised that the internet's kind of strong here. I thought it was like a hardware issue. It's always been a hardware issue every time I fucking stream, but like, to be fair, I've never had the best computer. Like, I think that's like the main reason why I'm not a fucking gamer. Is like I would probably, my life would probably be ruined by video games if it weren't for the fact that my computer has always been a paperweight and has never actually been capable of withstanding anything above like.
Bro, it barely runs Roblox.
Well, yeah, but it's not my fault.
Yeah,
you play games that are too hardcore.
Bro.
Hardcore games like Roblox.
How is a roleplay game on Roblox? Why you just like...
I ain't dissing. I'm just saying it's more powerful than a locomotive. It's able to leap tall buildings in a single bound. You know that kind of shit.
They are pretty decent.
It's actually kind of funny too because there's that new Thomas game, Wonders of Sodor. And I've been like begging Marie to buy it for me when she gets another job. But like I'm thinking about it, and there's Roblox games with Thomas characters in it already existing. If I wanted to like completely ruin your street cred as a Roblox player, I could just play in those Thomas servers like guilt free.
Bro, I kind of already killed my Roblox. I haven't played.
Yeah, like I definitely see. I've definitely been kind of in a rut too, like art-wise. I've had like the worst art block ever, and it lasted like fucking months. Like I got to a point where I was only animating and not drawing at all. I've been trying to take more of a step in that direction recently, just doing more personal art. I haven't even like told anybody else this. I just thought of this like yesterday, but I've been making a bunch of sketch pages for like a little zine I want to do and like release of just like all my more risque drawings and stuff. I'm really inspired by Alex Ahad. He had an art book out like a few years ago. I don't know if he sells it anymore. But like a former friend gave me his art book that was literally just like high-res sketches. Because he draws a lot on paper, and so do I. I kind of want to lean into that though, like, just kind of drawing on paper more and not always worrying about making a finished digital piece. Because I know I'm damn well capable of it. It's not a matter of getting rusty or anything like that. But it's just a matter of, like, playing into my strengths. Like, I just like doing physical art a lot. Where is it? Oh! Is it? Is it? Like behind here?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. I didn't connect it fully. There we go.
Oh, so like, is her eyelash just super thick?
Honestly, I think the shittiest part about her design is the thin eyelashes. I kind of want to do like an overhaul of their designs for the next episode. Because what I want to do like this cartoon. It's called My Friend from Outer Space. That's the name of the episode at least, but it's coy. It's coy. But what's it called? I want to do that, but I want to do a short after that. Before I do episode 2. I already have like stuff filmed and already animated for it. I just gotta work on it. I want to actually like take Sade's advice and just do more detailed storyboards, because I think a lot of my storyboards are very chicken scratch, a little bit incomprehensible. I think Alice probably got the cleanest scene I ever did. With the cleanest keys. Like nobody else had that fucking privilege, so I just feel blessed. Yeah, this one I did in like 23, I think. That's when I started drawing the characters again after like a year of not drawing them very much. I would say so. I also just like learned a lot in that year. I tried to learn more of the basics of cartooning. And I suggest that to like anybody, even people that draw more realistic stuff, like to try out something a little more exaggerated. In doing my own like homework on like animation history and stuff, a lot of the people that ended up in animation and ended up being like really good artists started off classically trained. So they're like working at 50% of their actual skill level, but they're still putting in 100% into making the cartoony stuff look as good as possible. So I think the tradition continues, the same standard applies. It's tricky though. I think for the longest time I wanted to just draw kind of like anime-y stuff, but as time went on, my taste kind of changed.
Yeah.
Like I'm no Spumhead. I'm not a John K worshiper, but I like a lot of the people he worked with. So studying that, just kind of like people that I kind of grew up watching, like Iworks and kind of artists of the rubber hose variety. I've always been kind of inspired by that stuff. It's kind of hard to pinpoint what exactly I'm influenced by at this fucking point. I try to keep it diverse, but wear it on my sleeve. What? Yeah, me too. I have a Pinterest full of like, I literally have a Pinterest pin just called cool shit, and it's just like cool art that I find that I take kind of like inspiration from. I still use Pinterest from time to time, but I'm kind of sick of their fucking ads. Every time I like play that Tetris game on my lunch break, I'm like inundated with Pinterest ads. It's like, bitch, I already have you. And then I lose a game of Tetris, and then it opens up the fucking Pinterest app while I'm taking a shit. And I'm not happy about that, because, like, I don't like pop-ups. And, you know, if I don't like it in my porn, I don't like it in my fucking games either. But, you know, you know, it's so funny. I don't think I've ever told anyone this story. I told Maria a couple times, but I did take a cartooning class when I was a kid, and Fanboy and Chum Chum was like brand new. So whenever we weren't drawing like Fred Flintstone or Bugs Bunny, we would have like a mini book club about the newest Fanboy and Chum Chum episode, and my teacher would get in on it. And my teacher was like obsessed with Jimmy Neutron for some reason, even though we never drew Jimmy Neutron or anything like that. I think he was smart enough to realize that 3D characters kind of look like shit in 2D. You know, with certain exceptions, but honestly, yeah. But I still, like, even as late as this year, I'm still trying to watch like new anime and stuff. Like the newest anime that I'd seen, well, not newest, but like most recent one I watched was Serial Experiments Lane.
That was so good, though. I really liked Lane.
Yeah, I think I could tell that you were kind of getting into the more trippier aspects, and even though it was kind of confusing, like, the anime really plays with subtext really well, I think. Mm-hmm. You know, it's just kind of like, it's a very ahead of its time kind of anime, and just in terms of, like, the story. I wish Chris was here to talk about Serial Experiments Lane, because him and I kind of have like a similar view on it, where it's a show that's kind of hard. It's a show that, like Fooly Cooley, like a lot of the really good ones like Boogie Pop Phantom, you know, you kind of have to rewatch it a couple times to really get it. But I think that's fine. If a show has rewatchability, I think that's really special. Is the song even fucking playing, dog? Mm-mm. I don't think so. Or is it? Or, wait a minute. Is it muted or something? Hold on. Oh, I don't think there's any song playing. That sucks. Hold on, let me...
Maybe it got copyrighted.
No. It's just the Newgrounds player kind of sucks. Serial Experiments. Lame. What's up, Squid? It's been a while.
Who's Squid?
Why, he's the star of the Squid Show, of course. A cartoon that, I'm still kind of proud of, even though it's very old.
You made it?
Of course I did.
You did.
With my friends, of course.
Like
with the help
Santa.
With the help of my friends, of course. Communist Santa is also something I did with my friends when I was a wee lad.
One that you refused to show me.
I don't refuse to show it. We just never have a good time. Well, because you know, anyone who knows me knows that Christmas is my favorite holiday. Even when it sucks, it's still pretty good. I can't say that about too many holidays, because I've had some shitty Easters and some shitty Halloweens. But I'm saving I'm saving Communist Santa for a special occasion. And by that I mean until I'm very drunk and too intoxicated to say no. Here's Forever by ST3 at Official. Is it even gonna fucking play? That's crazy, dude. It's not even playing. This song might have been muted.
Yeah, I think certain songs
Maybe.
have to get copyrighted on that.
On Newgrounds?
Yeah.
Why is it just playing nothing? Oh man, that's disappointing.
Squid said the one, the only.
Oh yeah, the dude, that you know, cartoon broke my love affair with Flash 8 because I lost progress on the intro so much that I just said fuck it and I upgraded to CS6. And oh wow, 6 viewers, that's nice. I'm gonna try and find like some fucking. See, the problem is I don't want to get copyrighted, but kind of at a loss here for
Hey
what to play in the
guys,
background.
If you're listening, you should like the stream.
Yeah, and probably yeah, do that. I'm horrible at promoting myself. I'm yeah, just as that's so funny too. That's why you don't say it. Don't say the word. Don't.
I'm sorry.
You gotta fake it till you make it, Marie. I could play "Sealed Kiss from a Rose," but that would definitely get us super copyright banned. Fucking.
Play the Polish cow song.
That's even worse. That's like UMG or something. Hold on, I got something. Hold on. I know. Let's see if Sade has a fucking playlist. Cause fuck no, dude. He does not. He does not have an audio playlist I can listen to. Well, let's look at his favorites. I'm sure he's got some gold in here. Let me see. Well, Subai Club's here. Let me see if there's any playlists.
Which show 2 coming soon?
Dude, I always said that if there was a sequel to the Squid Show, it would be like 5 minutes in like one segment. It would not be very long because that I kind of understand people's initial complaint that it was like too long or whatever. But hold on, whoa, all right. Yeah, let me turn that down a little bit. All right. This should be good. If my mic is too low, hopefully one of the people out in TV land will tell me. I'm trying to project my voice as much as possible. It's a small enough room to do so. Likes. The Ford likes.
The Ford likes. Have you ever been to the Fort Erie?
I can't say that I have.
You should go sometime. It's really fun, and I think you would like it because they do like LARPing.
LARPing?
Yeah.
Now, what gave you the idea that I'd be interested in that? Do you have any LARPing stories?
Yeah, I mean, there was like this lady when I went to Fort Erie for a field trip. Everyone literally bought like the shredded up $100 bill.
Yeah.
And then all I bought was like one of those rubber band guns.
Yeah.
But there was this LARPer girl. She was doing laundry, and she was like, "Do you want to help me?" And I was like, "No."
You're a bitch for that. No! I'd never help your ass, raggedy asshole.
And when I was younger, I also went to like Darien Lake, which is Six Flags here.
Yeah.
For people who don't know. And there was like the Alice in Wonderland, but they were twins from China, kind of, in the maze that we were going through.
Yeah.
And they were kind of like.
What?
They were looking at me like weird, and then they asked me if I wanted to be their friend. I was like, no, thank you, and I walked away quickly. And then my friend's parents, who took me, left so hard and told my dad that story.
That was funny.
I was like, bro, I was scared.
I think I remember this is like when I was probably like 4 or 5 years old.
Mm-hmm.
My parents had taken me to some kind of Halloween party for kids. It was like an event type thing. There was like live music and stuff. And I distinctly remember it for two reasons. One, because the girl that was performing scared the ever-loving shit out of me because she was trying to do crowd work. And I was dressed like Thomas the Tank Engine. And I fucking chuffed away because she was like running at me like, "Hey, little boy!" Like just coming up into my face. And I was just like, "Oh!" And I fucking ran away. And like, the second reason is because it was one of the first times I'd ever watched Billy and Mandy. Because I don't know how, I don't even know if the show was on home video or anything. This could have literally just been like a case of someone just turning on the TV on Halloween, you know, and just seeing what's on. And it was like that episode of Billy and Mandy where Billy makes friends with like the brain eater or whatever, and then there's like that song about brains. I guess you had to be there.
Yeah.
But that's one. But I remember like I think there's actually a photo of me. From that night, because I can't think of.
I think I've seen it in your picture book at home.
Yeah, it's that picture of me looking really depressed in a Thomas the Tank Engine outfit.
Yeah, was Peter dressed up as another Thomas character or something?
I don't think so. I think I don't even remember. Hello there, little boy. Don't be shy. Step right up. I'm a reasonable guy. Billy Mandy is underrated as fuck, though. I don't see people rep it nearly as much as, like, Ed, Edd and Eddy. It's like that one fucking meme of that guy who's like, "I'm confused. Ed, Edd and Eddy ended 10 years ago," and everyone's just fighting.
I don't know about you, but I was a Kids Next Door type kid.
I fucking loved Kids Next Door.
Dude, I did too. I loved the little bald kid. I was so the girl in the green sweater.
Oh, number 3, I think.
I think so.
Yeah.
I can't even read comments anymore because my phone's almost dead.
Bring in a charger. Should be one plugged into the wall on the side near my side.
I'll just bring in your mom's charger. I've been using that.
Oh, okay. For now.
Thank you.
It's a gun, everybody. It's a gun. She's putting a gun on the desk. On the desk. There's a gun on the fucking desk, and I don't know what to do with it. I don't know where to point it at. Fucking Lord, man.
That's right, everybody. I beat him.
With a gun.
Yeah.
She doesn't shoot me or anything, but she'll beat me with it. Beat me with the fucking strap. Bless you.
Thank you, baby.
Trying to have there be kind of a swing to this.
Kids must eat.
The kids gotta eat. It's a damn shame. Live concert tickets are so fucking expensive because if it weren't, I would have seen Danny Brown. Or at least Earl Sweatshirt, but that shit's like $160 like for 2 tickets. You alright?
Yeah. Sorry.
It's all good.
I was looking in the Fantagram. Tickets aren't as expensive, but they are like $10 less than Danny Brown. Five Sauce tickets are only $40. Bats eyes.
Bats eyelashes. it'd just be funny if I like totally hoodwinked you and was just like, wait a minute, this is 3 days before the show. Why are we seeing Youngblood? I don't fucking like Youngblood, and then we're already like halfway through the line at Darien Lake.
God.
Frankly, I don't like Youngblood much either, but
I don't either.
it would be so funny to see your like disappointed face as Youngblood plays.
You would do that just to piss me off.
Possibly, possibly.
Kids gotta eat.
The kids gotta eat. Now here we go. Now here we go. I think most people probably... There's at least a percentage of people that found out who Danny Brown was through that one Worth the Kids animation. The horror show anime. That's how I found out about him. I'll be fucking real. Yeah, that's... Change of size too much.
She looks huge there.
Yeah. She's Goliath.
Goliath. Nova. That looks sick.
And we're gonna change the... There we go. This drawing is gonna be messy as shit when I color it, but... Da, 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 da. Same fucking song. Play another one in a little bit. Fuck! Dude, this is gonna be cleaned up.
Is it messy?
Yeah, I erased it a lot, so definitely. No doubt about it. In my fucking years of drawing, I've never learned how to make a clean one. I mean, if I really try, I can, but... I'm being pretty messy. Just like how I eat my ice cream. Oh, I always get it on my fucking face, too.
Yeah, you do. You're always sticky.
Goddamn right. Doesn't help that I have facial hair now, so it's like... It just gets all over your face, all over my steering wheel, all over my shirt.
Sprinkles in your beard.
Sprinkles in my beard. That's happened before. I can't help it. I fucking love chocolate sprinkles.
Fucking love chocolate.
I don't know a human being who doesn't. I know plenty of people who don't like sprinkles. I had a friend who would just eat sprinkles. He didn't like ice cream, but he would just eat jars of sprinkles.
That was me.
I mean, you were probably that kid who fucking lapped up chocolate syrup.
Ew, no.
I mean, I was. Looked like I was eating butthole. Every time. That maple syrup, I would just like, at 10 o'clock at night, I would sneak out of bed and like go into the kitchen and like lap up a bunch of maple syrup that was in the refrigerator. And I just remember my mom being like catching me one time. I think I saw it on like a sitcom or something, and I felt the need to do it. And yeah, I got time out for that shit. Da, 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 da.
Did you have any strange Halloween costumes growing up?
That's kind of hard to say because like I always like dressed up as like characters and stuff. Like,
Oh, you're one of those rich folk.
no, it wasn't.
You always had a costume though.
Yeah, but listen,
Class.
listen. They weren't great costumes.
Doesn't matter. Still got a costume. One time I got a $1 mask from the Dollar General, and it was an old man.
Do you dress as your grandpapa for Halloween?
Yeah, and it made me break out in hives because it was made out of a material I'm allergic to.
Are you allergic to latex or something?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. It must have been traumatic, like pulling your mask off and then looking worse than the mask.
Yeah.
It was traumatic. It's like I remember like as a kid, they'd have like those Goosebumps marathons, and like the one came on that was like about the kid in the mask, and I think that was the reason why I never wore rubber masks. Was because I saw it on Goosebumps, and I saw like the girl like the mask like fused with her face, and then her personality changed or whatever the fuck.
Hell.
No, that shit is very, very scary. Putting a mask on that you can't get off. And then there was that one episode of Victorious where like
She couldn't get off.
she couldn't get the mask off, but then did a baller performance.
Yeah.
She's
And
got,
she killed that.
yeah, she did.
What's your favorite Victorious song?
Probably that one.
My favorite Victorious song is Take a Hint, Take a Hint.
I mean, the theme song obviously is goated.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's it's okay. What about Big Time Rush? I mean, you were into boy bands, so like.
I wasn't really big into Big Time Rush, to be honest. I didn't like the boys in it. They were too white for me.
Too white. You like One Direction.
Yeah, but they were like at least a little exotic, you know? What?
Okay. Connor7896 says, I find it funny that you did it more than once.
What part? What part did I do more than once?
No, I think he's talking about like maybe it was like the chocolate syrup.
Oh.
Listen, man, once you've tasted that nectar, you don't want to leave it, you know.
Listen,
leave it in the
guys,
fridge.
He ate a whole jar of honey that I got for a fucking gift.
Yeah, I think I ate it. I think I lapped it up in about like 10 minutes. Apparently, there's like certain honeys that you eat that if you eat too much of it, it's actually like toxic. Like I have a Ukrainian coworker that told me that once. He said that like there's like certain honeys that are like kind of poisonous in a way, but you're supposed to eat it in direct moderation or some shit like that. I don't know. Look up poisonous honey, Marie, and see what comes up. What kind of honeys are out there that are like poisonous?
Poisonous honey. It's found in Turkey and the Himalayas.
What kind of honey is it though?
Rhododendron.
Let me read that. Alright, poisonous honey, often referred to as mad honey, is a rare type of honey containing grainotoxins. It is made by bees that collect nectar from specific plants, most notably certain rhododendron species. Oh god, I pulled a muscle on my fucking shoulder. Let me just... it is made by bees that collect rhododendrons as well as azaleas and mountain laurel. When consumed, it causes intoxication, intense hallucinations, and in larger doses can be fatal. So there's like common plant sources. There are rhododendrons, the azaleas, the mountain laurel, and other toxic plants. Honey produced from Andromeda, Datura, and belladonna plants can also carry severe health risks. Speaking of belladonnas, has anybody ever seen the movie Belladonna of Sadness? That movie is literally about a woman who is getting engaged to a man but then gets raped. And then she makes a deal with the devil to get revenge on her rapist. And it's probably my favorite movie to watch on fucking Valentine's Day. And it's basically got zero animation. Like there's like some animation in like very small parts, but it is it's pretty underrated in my mind. I think it's honestly one of my favorite like animated films. It's very art housey. Which I think is like you know, just like that era.
Oh, your boyfriend's here.
Oh, Cole.
Yeah.
I'm gonna type the title of the movie in chat if it'll fucking catch up with me.
Cole, I hope you know that if you lick a wrong type of frog, I think that's only for dogs. Cats.
Cole, would you lick a frog to get high if weed was just completely legalized?
Thanks.
Thanks for what?
For Belladonna of Sadness.
Oh yes, of course, my friend. I want to pass on as much good art as humanly possible.
5 viewers.
Wow! We're fucking breaking the internet. Okay.
Everybody, throw up the 100 emojis on.
Don't
chat.
do it. We're gonna lose another fucking viewer every time you promote. Every time you're like, everybody in chat approve of the stream. One person's like, fuck this shit. I hate these losers, and fucking leaves.
People were actually doing it.
Oh please. Okay, then in that case, do what Marie says unequivocally. If she tells me to jump off a cliff, I'll do it for the vine.
Do it for the vine. I ain't gonna do it. Do it for the vine. I ain't gonna do it.
Were you one of those kids that like quoted vines at the lunch table?
No.
I remember one day, this is in like high school, just like the first time I'd ever like really hated freshmen was where like a group of freshman girls would all play house at the lunch table. Like I'm the mom of the group. I'm the dad. This is the dad of the group, and it'd be like the most dykey looking girl. And then like and then they would like quote vines in unison for the whole fucking 40 minutes. I'm not shitting you. And I was just like fucking freshman,
No, dude. I used to roleplay as like, oh, I'm not gonna say that.
Dracula. The answer was Dracula.
No, I was gonna say I used to roleplay dating like 5 sauce.
Oh. How old were you?
I was like 13.
Oh, damn. Well, you know what? That is not nearly as bad as what the kids at like there was a summer camp my friend went to, and he was on like voice chat, and he was like talking to these girls like what the fuck are you writing? And they were like, we're writing One Direction rape fiction, and they were like 13, and it was just like the most fucking vile shit ever.
High school is kind of a wild age to be doing that.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I didn't do that shit in high school. I was more of like a middle school and junior.
What year was Vine relevant for you?
Junior high school,
Yeah.
so 7th and
Oh shit. The prime year for cringe. I would say, like, the cringiest thing I ever did in middle school was, like, I liked Markiplier, so I made a Wilfred Warstache, like, mustache out of perler beads, and I, like, wore it for a day, and I got bullied so fucking hard. And it was so funny. Well, looking back on it, it wasn't very funny at the time, but I thought it was funny because it would just be like, you're like begging for attention when you do cringy shit like that, and then when you get it, you're like, oh, fuck these people, they're laughing at me.
Oh, fuck you, dog. Who's your oldest friend, Michael?
My oldest friend. Well, I have a friend from elementary school. I won't say her name. But I think we've known each other since we were about 8 or 9. And I think she's in college now. I don't know for what. But we would make a tradition of going to the fair with each other like once a year. And it was actually kind of like, I don't know, I guess kind of symbolic of age or whatever, but just like, you know, we kept going to the fair every year, and the fair just kept getting shittier and shittier.
One time I got really injured on a ride.
What ride was it?
You know, like those apples that go upside down? That upside down,
yeah, yeah.
And you're in a cart
Yeah.
that looks like an apple. So I was in that thing, and he pushed in the bar way too hard, and my stomach was like bruised.
This is like a guy you were going on a date with, or?
No, it was just the ride operator.
Oh, you just slammed it right in your... Oh my god.
It slammed right into my lower stomach, and it left a huge bruise for like 3 weeks.
I remember the last time I went to the fair, I got shamed in front of everybody. Because, I was too fat to get on the fucking ride. Oh god. Just like there was a bunch of... What's up, Jocelyn? But I was getting on the fucking ride, and like they couldn't get the bar in. It was one of those like Silver Bullet, Superman kind of rides that go up really high.
Silver Bullet thing at Darien Lake.
Yeah, but I was trying to get on one of them, and I was too fat because they couldn't push the bar in. And I just remember doing the walk of shame, and everybody like looking at me.
That was me on the swing.
And there was a
Darien Lake.
and there was a Mexican dude who was like way fatter than me who got on the ride just fucking fine. I felt insulted.
So pissed.
And my L led to my brother's W, because later that night he won like a Shadow the Hedgehog plush from the claw machine, which nobody ever fucking won. And he was like, he got like a genuine Jazzwares fucking Shadow plush or whatever the fuck. Pretty sure he still has it.
Silver Bullet, you almost said you were almost a silver cannonball.
Yeah, dude. I would say that, like, at my fattest, going to the fair was literally just a food trip. I mean, especially at the Erie County Fair. Not to dox, of course, but at the Erie County Fair or really... No, I'm not.
Earlier.
No, I'm not.
Yes, I did.
What'd you say?
I've been mentioning Darien Lake. I've been mentioning fucking Buffalo.
Well, we're in Buffalo, but that's as far as it goes.
Erie County, fucking Fort Erie. Where else would we live, Michael?
That is true, that when you narrow it down like that...
Buffalo.
It seems quite silly of me.
That's a broad term.
Yeah, of course. We'll leave it at that.
That lucky bastard.
Really any fair event is like you wager between getting on the rides or just picking out the whole time, and or playing those fucking shitty carnival games that are rigged from the start. Dude, it's so funny too, because like they had that like one, I don't know if it was like a fortune teller or something who was like doing like bad stand up outside of like the Ferris wheel, and everybody just kept like walking past him.
Dude, at this point, I want to go to the Erie County Fair, but I want to go for the games.
I don't. That's a money pit. That is like the definition of a money
Well, that's why
pit.
you get tickets.
Yeah,
That's cheaper.
but it doesn't. But it costs like fucking
6 tickets.
6 tickets, and you only have 12. You know, obviously you're not gonna do it more than once. You know.
Oh, Cole said, say me and Jason could only go on the teacups at 6th place because the moment we tried to get on the real coaster. After waiting 45 minutes, we got kicked off.
Oh, that sucks. Dude, that fucking sucks. Dude, imagine being at, like, Disney World or Disneyland, and those lines go up to 6 hours. 6 hours in the LA sun. And some guy says, "You're too fucking fat to ride the Casey Jr. ride." I'll be pissed.
Oh, pissed.
I'll be fucking pissed. Sorry, I bonked you.
You poked my forehead.
This room is so fucking small, dude.
Well, I am leaning forward.
That's fine.
I like sniffing.
Don't do that. I like mothballs.
You smell like sweat.
I like a sweaty jockstrap.
Okay,
After
that's enough.
after taxes. I think like the worst like I wouldn't say it was the worst. I'd say like the worst like instance of me going to the fair was like going to the fireman's fair where I used to live, and like my cousin was like he was doing like the what's that thing called where it's like you sit on the chair and then you hit the ball and the guy falls into the fucking pool. He was doing that, and I just remember like my mom would not let me fucking leave until we saw him fall in the water at least 6 or 7 times.
Oh, that sounds life.
Life sucks. I'm glad I'm off. I'm off from work. No, life's okay. Could be a lot worse.
Cole, you should come to Buffalo and come to the Erie County Fair with us.
Yeah. Get tacos.
Yeah. And fried Oreos.
Oh my god, I remember like I don't think they care if I tell this story, but like one time I went to the fair with Lomer and Willie, and like at one point they just started throwing like powdered sugar at each other, and they have a photo from that night. Jocelyn says, "I don't know why my ears pricked up when you said jockstrap like it was my name."
The dunk tank. Have you ever been in the dunk tank?
Yes, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I was at my friend's Sweet 16 party, and I went home after that because I didn't have any clean clothes.
Oh.
Good thing I lived down the street, but I was such a fucking like social recluse that even back then when I would like push myself to actually go to parties and stuff, I would find like any excuse to leave, and that was one of them I remember. And I just remember like my neighbors pointing and laughing at me for being like all wet and shit. It was like fucking embarrassing.
Cole, let us get a new couch before you visit because I heard you're tall and our couch fits like a midget.
Fit Alex okay.
Okay, but Justin was complaining.
No, he was. He just said it was kind of uncomfortable. He wasn't complaining about it. Necessarily.
No offense, but
Hey, full offense. That couch
Full
was $20.
offense.
That couch was $20.
I know it was cheap and it works. It folds down into a futon if that helps. Or we could get like an air mattress, like a twin size.
I remember we got
In our living room.
yeah. The last time I got like an air mattress, I realized you gotta get a pump, but then I realized that the air mattress that we do have has fucking
Pump built in.
does it?
Usually air mattresses comes with pumps built in.
This one does not.
Oh. That sucks.
Yeah. Big time. Fuck.
I don't think I've ever been in the dunk tank though because I was always scared of drowning.
And the water's only like 4 or 5 feet down or whatever. Like
Yeah,
neck.
babe. I'm paranoid.
I mean,
I'm
Let's. No, you're fucking not. I was gonna say like I've always been that kind of person that doesn't go in the pool because I know it's too cold. Because I don't want my nipples to perk up. You feel me?
I love your nipples when they're perky.
No, no, no. No, you don't. No one likes my Minnie Mouse nipples but me.
Hey, why can't I? I'm a dolphin.
Yeah. I guess.
Someone left. I'm sorry.
To my.
We didn't have dunk tanks at my village village fair, but we had stockades and we're like medieval peasants. So like, were you getting like tomatoes thrown at you and shit?
That's something I want to see with my own eyes. I want to see that happen. I want to see someone get pelted with tomatoes.
Like Squidward in that one episode.
That's worth the price of admission.
Oh, they get bad. I'm bringing the tomatoes.
Tomato, tomato,
Wet
tomato.
sponges and shaving foam. Listen, I would love to have a wet sponge whipped at me.
I'm sure you would. That sounds really fucking... That sound, like, just the sound of that.
Refreshing during, like, a hot summer day.
Yeah, but, like, pelted at you at, like, 30 miles an hour? I don't think so.
It's a sponge.
Yeah, but it's like getting a hockey puck thrown at you. I'm sure at the right speed it would hurt. Especially if it's, like, one of those ones with, like, the really barbed backs, you know? The ones that have, like, the squeegee on the back or whatever it's called. Like, the... What the fuck is it called? The green part of a sponge. SpongeBob's asshole. What is it? SpongeBob's fucking underbite. I don't know. The green part of a sponge. I don't even know what it's called.
The scrubby part.
The scrubby part. There we go.
Anyways, BBQ SETI said, I shit you not, I got the shit pelted out of me. I was a fat kid and an easy target.
Me too, dude. Me too.
It starts off moderately refreshing, but suddenly it's waterboarding.
That's what I was thinking too. It's like, you know how much water those things even carry? Like, I'm sure if you got pelted with enough of them, you'd be drowning. It'd be like Chinese water torture. I always found Chinese water torture, like, interesting because I heard it on the Christmas Story. And ever since, I was always like, oh, well, what's so torturous about that? Just repeatedly getting, like, dripped with water. And then, like, you know, I had to repair a fucking faucet at work and just having water fall on me repeatedly. Now I know. Now I know. It's fucking irritating.
What did your school call Olympic Day?
Field day?
Field Day? Okay.
Yeah.
We called it Olympic Day because we used to do, like, Olympic things.
I just remember, like, we'd have field day and then we'd watch a movie.
Yeah.
In the gymnasium, and like the movie the one year was
always part of field day though.
Yeah, it was always like
take
after.
A break midday to eat lunch in the gym and then watch a movie while doing that, which was fun.
Yeah, I remember the movie in question. I believe was Fat Albert, starring Kenan Thompson, and I know, like, the only thing I know about that movie is that Eric Goldberg did the animation for the intro, and that Bill Cosby told Kenan Thompson that he'd need 2 dicks after being in the movie because he'd just be so famous. And it's like, I mean, he's already fucking... He's already Kenan from Kenan and Kel, and he's on SNL. It's like, I don't know. I don't think Fat Albert really did him much favors for his sex life.
No, I don't think so. Anyways, he said, I learned about Chinese water torture from Venture Bros. BB. Q.
Oh, that's Jocelyn. She.
She?
Yes.
Sorry. My bad, bro. Girl. Sis.
We're all dudes here.
My bread. Sis.
My sis, bro.
My sis, bro. Dude, I used to call my sister Sissy when I was growing up, and my cousin told me not to call her that anymore. I was like, bro,
That's words for cowards.
that's a word for sissy, like a faggot.
Refrigerator.
Yep,
Refrigerator.
faggot. Said, nah, don't worry, I don't care.
I don't care, bear. Well, I do. Could I get copyright claim for playing a commercial? I want to play a commercial.
Well,
Let's see.
Yeah, probably.
Hold on. Let me see here. I want to play a Golden Crisp commercial. See if I get copyright claimed for that. That'd be funny as shit.
I don't think they can see it.
Yeah, because I gotta change it, obviously. Is there any... No, as far as I know, no. Music is paused.
Temporarily.
Ugh. Fucking... Streamlabs.
You should
Beautiful.
be fun if you're not trying to make money off the stream.
In theory. Ah. Okay, gotta find some other way. Because the other night I think I said this at the beginning of the stream, but I was trying to like, you know, because I didn't have my mic, so I was just streaming like what I was watching, and at one point I was listening to a documentary about Looney Tunes, and I was playing like a Looney Tunes cartoon that I thought was in the public domain, and then the stream got fucking like globally banned. So let's capture specific winter shit. Oh shit, new Hunter the Parenting premiering in 3 minutes. Uh-oh. I guess we're getting sniped here. Or not, I don't know. Let's see. Is it... Could I... Ah, there it is.
How could I?
Let's turn the streaming audio up a little bit.
Be my tasty breakfast.
Want something yummy? Let me tickle your tummy with my crisp and yummy Post Super Sugar Crisp cereal. It's a tasty part of a nutritious breakfast.
Oh, crisp and yummy. My tummy.
Crisp.
Hey now, let's play action pinball. Pinball from Super Sugar Crisp.
Do you think anybody has those still? Those like little fucking like ball toys where you like try to get the... It's like a shitty ping pong ball. Pinball.
I mean, Mr. Winter, freeze, freeze, have an ice freeze.
Help, Sugar
Just
Bear!
like living in
Me,
Buffalo,
Mr. Winter, is
reality living in
freezing our
Buffalo.
summer.
I'll sweeten him up with Super Sugar. Super Sugar Crisp is coated with Super Sugar to make it taste
Super
so
Sugar.
sweet.
Call me
Also-
kitties.
Also knows crack.
I'm sweet as springtime.
I always loved Sugar Crisp, but like my thing is that it has that like
Post Super Sugar
styrofoam
Crisp
taste
cereal,
that
part
Pops
of a
has.
balanced breakfast.
Like Kellogg's Pops.
Secret Agent Sugar Bear, beware! The wheat freak is after our Super Sugar Crisp.
Roger, kids. He wants my wheat cereal. It's part of this nutritious breakfast.
Super Sugar Crisp.
Going somewhere, wheat freak?
Yeah, Sugar Bear. Gonna scoop up your Super Sugar Crisp in my rocket scooper.
It's a shame that
Springtime.
these are potato
Looks
quality.
like I've got my Super Sugar Crisp, and you're all washed up.
A giant crab stealing our golden crispy Super Sugar Crisp.
Stand against the law, Crab Claw.
Oh my
This time
God.
the pinch is on
It's a
you.
furry's biggest wet dream.
Super Bear!
Post Sugar Crisp cereal, part of this nutritious breakfast.
Now if they made Super Sugar Crisp now, it would have like fucking grams of protein in it or some shit like that. Good lord.
Now with Super Sugar Crisp cereal stickers, you can find your bite quicker.
Decorate your space! Oh no! Giant porcupine stealing our Super Sugar Crisp!
Unfair! Get ready for Superman!
Jesus Christ, he's fucking naked. Alright, let's get back to business here. Oh no! Oh, I see. I see. Da da da. Goodness gracious. Let's play some music for a bit. Da da. Alright. Time to lock the fuck in. They have to explain how stickers work. Yeah, it's always funny, like they package something so simple, but they're like don't put these stickers on your sister. Or like have those little disclaimers at the bottom of the screen for shit. Like I remember watching a toy commercial and being like, toys do not actually fly. Like, Jesus Christ, kids are that dumb. They would fucking believe that a My Little Pony toy could fly. Just because it flies in the fucking commercial. Yeah, like, I remember like watching a Superman documentary, and they were talking about like the death of like George Reeves, who played Superman in the '50s show, and there was just like a cutaway to one of the guys like, I remember a kid at school told me that he committed suicide by trying to fly out the window. That's like the most playground fucking parallel you could make. It's like, oh, he didn't die from shooting himself in the fucking head. No, he died because he wanted to be Superman. He got drunk and flew out the window. That's what happened. My dad at Nintendo, who works at Nintendo, told me. Hey, listen, it still counts. Nintendo was a company, at least. Good Lord. Let's see. Dude, what would happen? Dude, what would happen if you drank bong water while fighting a snake? And then the dude is just like drinking bong water and vomiting up fucking like stomach bile and shit. And the snake is just about to bite his dick off. Not my little pecker, bro, and standards and practices and all that. Not my fucking pecker, bro. This kicks ass. Dude, what would happen if we held hands in perfect harmony, in perfect matrimony at the altar? And then you said no! What's happening for him?
What's good, man?
I forgot, you're too young to remember Ray William Johnson.
I know doing your mom, and that's it.
Doing your mom.
I know we say doing your mom.
There we go.
What were you guys talking?
You're right. Well, there was a period where Cartoon Network only had live action shows and no new cartoons, and the show in question was Dude, What Would Happen? It was like this fucking, I don't even know what you'd call it, like Jackass meets Mythbusters for kids. I don't even fucking know. It was just like clearly something that would like, you know, that seems appealing to executives, like, oh, this is crazy and random. That's what kids like. I think, oh, I can hear the cat meowing from here. Clarence comes to dance. Clarence the cat. Coming to dance with us. Dude, what would happen if we took Clarence and gave him a hug?
A hug? You want a
Yeah.
hug?
I was gonna say give him a gun, but...
Give him a gun.
Dude, what would happen if we gave Clarence an M16? Blackjack and hookers. Oh shit, dude. Oh my god. He's trying to squirm out of my hands. He's like, what is this place full of boxes and carpet and computer? He doesn't even know what a fucking computer is.
His brain is so small.
Yeah.
Size of a
He's adventurous though, this little kitty.
Yes, he is.
Look at this.
I'll take him.
Good thing his nails aren't as long. Dude, what would happen if you cut your Achilles tendon before running a marathon? On crack! Oh, God. Throw the tomatoes in my face already. You know you want to. I'm trying to think of, like, how to... I could just end with her kind of slumping. Yeah, I could probably do that. Oh. Problem with this fucking desk is that the roll tray or whatever the fuck. The rolling tray is like fucking way too high up for my arm, so I'm like, I have to exert energy in my fat fucking arm to get on the fat fucking desk so I could draw my big fat fucking cartoon. Like the fat fucking chud I am.
He's a big fat chud.
Okay, I'm not that fat, okay.
I'm talking about the cat.
He's not fat at all.
He's kind of chunky that way.
The other cat.
Oh my
The other
God,
cat's
she's
fat.
Morbidly obese.
She's obese. Not just obese, she's obese. Rotund little monster. She's rotund, really quite round, but she doesn't see it quite like that.
She's rotund and a bitch, so she needs to pick a struggle.
She can't, she's a bitch and she's fat. She's gotta pick a struggle.
Oh, Peter's here.
What's happening, Pee-wee?
Hey, Pee-wee.
Pee-wee Gaskins is in the chat, everybody. Google him. You don't want to do that.
What?
Pee-wee Gaskins, he was like a serial killer in like the 60s. 60s and 70s, I think. Bad hombre.
My desk have the same problem where they aren't productive.
Yeah. Peter's built like an 87-year-old man.
That was fine.
Oh. I just said Peter was built like an 87-year-old man. Connor is also built like a senior citizen, I suppose.
Make me long.
Fuck no, that takes effort. I'm the.
As if somebody's gonna come in here and cause a
I'm the great dictator. I dictate. I dictate the chat.
There are no rules.
None so far, anyway.
None of my friends are
Oh, you got fake fucking friends, Marie. That's
doing it.
okay.
Lexi said she was gonna join, but she hasn't, so.
That's fine.
She's out having fun.
Yeah, she's out having a life while I sit at home drawing. That's fine. That's fine. It's fine.
No, she said that she was having a party today, and it was fun. And
Oh, my back is itchy.
she lives in Florida, so.
Oh. Doxed.
I didn't say specifically where. Florida's a big state.
Florida sucks.
Yes, it does.
Oh God.
Fuck Floridians.
Yeah, like Florida and New Jersey have the worst drivers imaginable. It's actually kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Clarence.
He's good.
No, he's not.
Yes.
Clarence. Why are you? Hey! Don't eat that. That's a leaf. Why is there a leaf in the corner?
My buddy built like an old man, the mummy alive.
I walk out of my tomb.
Sorry, I read like an autistic person. I am.
Sorry. I had to realize that my hair was tucked in for a second. That's why I was turning my neck was so weird.
Does Clarence ever eat plastic straight from the trash? Not that we've seen, but I just saw him eating duct tape, so I'm not gonna be surprised.
Bro, he tried to eat a fucking leaf. He's kind of dumb.
I won't be surprised if he has.
He's a dummy.
He's not our cat, so.
What's happening, Tyler? Oh. You dastardly fuck trying to eat duct tape.
Oh, he's just Now Tony, his big fat ass, he knocked over the trash can one day.
I remember so well. Yeah, I just remember coming in the aftermath and having to fucking mop after his stupid ass. Stupid fuck. I love him though. Hey, Clarence! Clarence! You have to get his ass. Get his ass! Hey! Roll over! Play stupid!
He's okay, babe.
I know. It's just the cords for my computer are not the most stable. Yes, he does. Goodness gracious. What a revolving door of castmates. Clarence. So it's only a matter of time before the other cat comes in.
Charlotte?
Yeah.
She ain't coming in here.
Nah, she's too introverted. She like me for real, for real.
I like Clarence.
This menace to Norm.
I'm an extrovert.
Max done. Big chunky.
What's your beefiest? Oh, cakes.
the what?
What's your beefiest of cakes?
My beefiest of cakes.
Yeah.
Probably Carvel's ice cream cake from the grocery store. On some fat fuck shit right now that
sounds like the house down.
I just miss Carvel in general. You know, their soft serve was nothing to write home about in comparison to what I've had since then. But for what it is, it's pretty fucking good. And if I ever had the chance, I would get a Fudgy the Whale and eat it all in one sitting, and then wonder how my life got to this fucking point where I'm eating Fudgy the Whale and watching, I don't know, Columbo or something.
Dilly bar from fucking DQ.
From DQ. Dairy Queen has such great food, but the one Dairy Queen near my old job or whatever, fucking sucked. There was only I understand that like times was tough and they only had like 3 people working back there, but I swear there would just be like a line of people, and it would go down. Like I remember like the one time I was so pissed off because I was like waiting in line for like 30 minutes in the drive-thru and just thinking like, bro, I'm gonna run out of gas before I get my fucking food. One of those struggle days where I was driving to work with the gas tank on its way to empty. You know, sucking the gauges, they say. We're back. Marie sneezed. We're okay.
I sneezed 3 times. Bless me 3 times in the chat.
Put a 3 in chat if you sneezed right now. Yeah. Of course, it sends me fucking alerts when I mute my microphone locally instead of going through the settings. Oh well.
Yo, thank Connor for a subscription.
Nice. Well, welcome, Connor. I fucking never use YouTube, but I'm trying. I'm just trying to make more of an effort to do other shit. You know, just to put myself out there a little more, because I don't do that enough. I don't think I'm pretty bad at it. I've always been pretty bad at promoting myself in any way. But I've also always been pretty bad at just like maintaining something. Like I'll be like, I want to stream, and then do it like twice, and then I don't for like whatever, like a few years or whatever. I think I think I said before, but the last time I streamed was like in 2018 or something like that. No, I must. I don't know.
You
I might have
stream with your friends, but you don't stream yourself.
Yeah, I've done that before. There's a couple of. I used to love streaming with Alex because not Alex Migo, TM, Atomic Astro, who was not.
Multi-streaming can take some time to set up. Getting Twitch and YouTube set up at once.
Yeah, I think so too. I had a friend tell me that I could stream on TikTok, which I might actually try doing. You know, because at the very least, if you don't like YouTube, you could at least go on there. And I don't know if there's as many copyright problems on fucking Twitch as there is with YouTube. But I don't know. Twitch kind of sucks too. They all kind of suck. Everybody sucks. Everybody fucking blows. What? Ah, yes. Bless you. Running on empty. Feud. Review. Hey, he's an eccentric individual, and he's a very nice man, despite looking like a kid stacked up with other kids in a big trench coat. He's just like two, like 6-year-olds stacked in a suit. His legs move out of sync with his torso.
He said TikTok streaming is mostly
I would say so. I would say like anything that'll, you know, anything that allows me to play music without having to worry about copyright. Because even if I don't make any money off of it, I could still get dinged for it, and then people just don't even get to watch it anyway. So even if I'm streaming right or doing everything right, I still have fucking people, you know.
Kiwi, do you work tomorrow?
He definitely does.
Got to get dinner. Have a good night, everyone. Good night, Connor.
Good night. Ah, shit. There it is. Oh. It's all coming together. X out right now! Stop watching! There's 4 streamers, 4 viewers up here, but could easily be. Refresh the chat. Sure about that? Oh, okay. Keep on trucking along. Let's see here. I might use in a level by Antimatter 011 on Newgrounds. I guess there's a bunch of Geodash remixes in here, but I guess I'll just play the whole playlist or something.
If I go to work today, I'm gonna.
My partner and I streamed on Twitch last night. We had some jackets try to promote their art and try us to commission them for emojis. We said no, and they unfollowed us in literally seconds.
Yeah, you know, it's actually kind of funny. You know, I like the stream I did with Justin one time where there was like a guy in chat just kind of like asking us questions about, you know, any given topic they were talking about. I like that kind of like even flow. I kind of hate it when people are just like hanging around chat and like trying to self promote or whatever. I mean, if you're on the stream, it's one thing, but I don't know. My question is, I'm a fucking nobody. What clout are you gonna grift off of me? Fucking nothing. And I certainly ain't gonna commission somebody when I could draw myself. Although, promote Alice's commissions, or at least I did on Instagram. I might do commissions too at some point.
Yeah, said that might have been AI.
God, it's just like dead internet theory becomes more and more true the farther time goes on, I'd say. It's quite unfortunate. It's why it's like good to be as creative as you can, you know, in the moment, because we'll probably be the last generation to value that and have the inclination to do so. I mean, why else would you make something if, you know, if something could just make it for you, right? At least that's the mindset. Well, you know, there's a certain beauty in making mistakes and doing art that's a little bit imperfect, and, you know, I don't know where I was going with that, but I don't know. I think like using AI as like a joke is kind of a slippery slope, but if that's all it's ever used for, that to me is just kind of that to me is kind of like intuitive to the idea of the whole internet in a way. It's like this tool that everybody could use to their advantage and make really great things with, in theory, but decide to just use it to make, you know, porn and other shit, you know, that that's not necessarily productive to society but has a right to exist. Although I think like for AI shit, it's like harder to justify because it's like so. The people that do it want to be on the edge of like another gold rush, and they're all like creatively bankrupt people anyway. And, you know, it's the same thing with, like, crypto or NFTs or anything like that, where everybody wants to be on the cutting edge, but they have, like, no vision or anything to actually use it for anything.
I'm gonna get some more water.
And it's inherently derivative of other people's art anyway, with the way it's operated with, like, image banks and things like that. It's all inherently derivative of human-made art. So the idea of being cutting edge or doing something unique and original is inherently a bit of a contradiction. So you can't really say that AI creates anything new, but I'm sure there's people out there that try. And you know, it's a little black-pilling to see AI art get more engagement than regular art, but you know, AI, you know, the algorithm rewards consistency more than anything else, and that in and of itself is pretty sad, because people that work hard don't really stand a chance. But that's life. You know, the best thing you could do is just draw for yourself. You got to have deeper motivations than just drawing for engagement or because you want people to like you. You know, it's like totally fun. You know, I don't know. One of my cousins took out his tablet to play Roblox, steal a brain rot over Christmas dinner. Gen Alpha are going to be the least creative iPad baby generation possible. It's looking bleak. I think, yeah. I think for millennial age parents, definitely. I genuinely fucking hate the idea of a child being stimulated all the time. I think as a kid, you got to get used to being bored once in a while. It's good for you. Because that's how creativity sparks. If you're bored enough, you'll do anything to pass the time. You know? Which means using your imagination. I mean, of course, that depletes over time, but only if you don't exercise it like a fucking muscle. You know? Well, the fucking gay Mr. Rogers shit aside, I try to be genuine about that kind of stuff because I kind of hate how irony poisoned the whole internet has become over time. You know, it's just really fucking sad how everyone's kind of afraid to be genuine, or if someone wants to tell a genuine story or do something that's like deeply personal, they're kind of shit on for expressing themselves. But I also chalked it up to being like in the public space, you know, like you're kind of speaking partially from experience, like you'll be scrutinized any which way, so you kind of have to understand that, you know, there are people out there that get you, you know, which I think is important to internalize. That, you know, if you think you're not doing it right, or you think you're not doing a good enough job, there's always somebody out there that gets you. That's comforting to know, you know. I could probably in between this maybe tilt it. Boundless by Horst Music on Newgrounds. Bit of an eerie start. All my boyfriend's nephew nieces were peeled to YouTube Shorts on TV. All the experts. I cannot stress how fucked Gen Alpha is. There's a part of me that doesn't want to get got, and I procrastinate hard as a result, but it's getting better. Yeah, I think, you know, I can only speak for myself, really, when I say that, I think it's easy to kind of let the bleakness of the world kind of get you down. But you always have to have your own resolve, I'd say. Like, I think if a kid like me could get interested in cartoons from the 1940s, and it like has a great impact on the way I looked at media. Like, I was always 2 steps behind everybody. Like, when the Star Wars prequels were really popular, I was watching Thomas. When I was watching Star Wars, everybody was watching, like, whatever they were watching at the time. You know, I was always, like, a step behind. And I think that there will be kids out there, too, that, like, kind of break from the crowd and want to, like, you know, listen to Iron Maiden or something way before their time. You know, I think there will always be kids like that. I think that as much shit as we used to give hipsters for always flexing their knowledge, I think that those people have a right to exist because they keep that side of culture alive. And if there's at least like 2 or 3 kids that like watch you know, cartoons on the internet and get inspired to do their own. I think that's beautiful. I think that's a wonderful thing. Even if it's only like 2 people, you know, I think that's a good thing. But I do think that online artists have kind of lost a sense of discipline in a weird way, like kind of bracing themselves for the public eye once they get it. Or you get people that get kind of like high on their own supply and believe their own publicity and everything they do is infallible. And, you know, having like talked to a lot of people like that, it's we live on 2 completely different fucking planets completely. I think it's also easy to get burnt out from life too. Like if you're working all the time, or if you're in school or something, and like you finally come back to it all and you don't even want to touch it because you've just been like most of your energy has just been sapped throughout the day, and there's really like nothing you can do about it. You'll have nights and days like that. I think that's perfectly acceptable. I think it's acceptable to not. You know, even though I just said that I think artists kind of lose a sense of discipline, I mean that more so in the sense of like carrying themselves a certain way, understanding that the internet is not real life, having boundaries with their followers, that kind of thing, instead of using their followers as a hug box. I think I'm just saying it's in discipline in the sense of like you don't have to draw every single day to be considered an artist. You know, I've struggled a lot with that in recent months. Like if I don't draw every day, I feel like I'm a fraud. But I think there have been times where I've learned stuff, and then like over the time that I took away from it all, it helped me soak that energy, that knowledge in a little bit more. Like I was saying earlier in the stream, when I was like learning like the basics of cartooning, like I just took a break from it after like drawing nonstop for like 3 days, and I realized how much I'd kind of retained from that. Sadly burned out from life farm, but I can't say I'm on the rebound. I'm back on comics, my film. I'm searching for jobs. It helps to have my life routine. I think it's good to occupy yourself in times like that, because the job market, I would say almost like globally fucking sucks. Like we're like it is just not just in this country. It feels like everywhere. It seems like the world feels like it's on the verge of collapse, but I think you just got to keep on trucking in spite of that. That's easier said than done, and some days it's not always possible, but I think that it helps for the soul to give yourself something to do. I had a friend once who told me that he couldn't understand why people put effort into YouTube poops. And I remember like we had like a disagreement over that, because I said that, like, you know, that's someone's art. That's someone's video game that they come back. That's their equivalent. They come back to edit Spadinner. And that's what they like to do with their time. And who's to say that that's a waste of time, you know? If you like to occupy your fucking time on your terms, I don't see that as pointless at all. I think you could easily make that argument for just about fucking anything, really. You know, just saying like, oh, what's the point of this? What's the point of it? What's the point of doing this? It's all for nothing. There's just AI out there. Well, what the fuck else are you gonna do on this planet? Like, what the fuck else are you gonna occupy your time with? You know, like fucking nothing. Nothing in its place, really. You know. Yeah, I think like the step forward is just to practice when you can, you know, do what you can. I think it's you like if you have a long-term goal in mind, you could do other like I've been working on this cartoon since about like 2019, but I took a lot of breaks from it and to work on other stuff because I felt like that would give me experience. And it all paid off. Like, I'm much more prepared to make this cartoon now. Like, this cartoon, for context, is almost 20 minutes long. So, you know, like, obviously I wasn't ready to do that when I was 19 years old, but I'm almost 26, and I'd say I'm ready. You know, I better be. I want to finish this fucking thing. You know? Hey.
I'm making food.
Yeah. Yeah.
Watch it.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yes, Tyler, I do still need it. And if you need me to yell at you, get to work! There you go. Go get him, slugger. I wonder if that shit peaked. It probably fucking did. There's no way it didn't. I've already got the mic levels up a bit high. But that's just because, like, the music is so fucking loud. I gotta turn it down a little bit. I can't hear myself fucking think in this weather. That's a little bit better. Yeah, I think even if you, like, spend a night just, like, watching a movie or something, like, that's still just as productive. Like, the other night we were watching Tubi movies. And if you know, you know. But, like, Tubi original movies are hit or miss. But they're pretty fucking funny to watch when you consider, like, how humble the budgets are. Like, we watched a movie the other night called Snatched. And it was a shitty fucking spy movie. And you know, like, the cinematography and you know, the script itself was not that great, but you could see a kernel of something really great in there. Like, I thought the action was actually kind of well directed. I can't show it, but if anyone wants to laugh or you know, take a writing class in a sense, watch one of those fucking movies, you know. There we go. Really puts into perspective for me when I look at Gameverse. Like, it's been in production for however long, and now the pilot's out, and it's pure dedication the whole way through. I haven't seen Gameverse yet, but I've seen a lot of the discourse, and it's fucking cancer. Like, I was having this conversation with some friends the other night, and I was just saying, like, it's actually kind of crazy how, like, people are just so... They claim to be fans of animation, but they don't want to see anything new, anything that's even remotely adult or offensive. Like, people, you know, I think Gen Alpha is fucked, but Gen Z is just as screwed, because now we're just as fucking prudish as, like, our parents were. You know what I mean? Like in the way people use therapy speak to downplay, like, someone's creative accomplishments. You know, I've seen, like, oh god, I could do a whole thing about it, really. I could do a whole segment on this stream. I don't have any of the screenshots pulled up, but like, all you gotta do, look up Gameverse on Twitter or X, TM, and you'll be fucking inundated with the most brain dead fucking shit imaginable. Like, the kind of people that would only be content if they were watching fucking Barney and Friends, because that's the level of maturity that some of these people can fucking handle. It's actually kind of nuts how fucking infantilized some people are, you know. Just how little they can actually handle it. It's not even, like, from what I've seen of it, it doesn't seem that risque or offensive. You know what it is, though? It's because, like, people don't like Aaron Hansen as a person, which I get. But, like, you know, they don't like Aaron Hansen as a person, so it kind of, like, paints their view. But if you don't like it because Aaron's in it, just say it, bro. Just say it. Don't fucking pretend like you have a moral compass or whatever. I'm willing to judge it for myself. I think that's what I've learned in recent years from seeing the discourse about things like Hazbin Hotel or the Amazing Digital Circus. I've just learned one thing: you gotta watch this shit yourself. You know, and in watching Hazbin, I've discussed this with friends also. I understand why people like it, but it's definitely not for me. I also think it's got a lot of issues with things like pacing and tone, and it's got, like, this weird, like the whole concept of redemption in the fucking show is, like, just absolutely retarded. Oh, can I say that on YouTube? I don't really care. It's just fucking ridiculous, like, the whole thing. And I remember a friend of mine, actually, you know, I was doing kind of like a watch party with a friend of mine, and they were saying, like, oh, it reminds me of My Little Pony. And then it kind of hit me, you know, it kind of clicked. It's like Vivzy Pop did something that was just original enough for people to buy it, even though cartoons taking place in hell is not a new fucking thing. It's not a new concept. It's not a new thing whatsoever. There's still, like, you can still draw parallels to something like My Little Pony, where it's like the characters are all about friendship and forgiveness, and there's songs in between, and oh, jeez, it's just so great to be in hell. You know, I do think I agree, Tyler. I think Hasbin's character designs are excessive and gaudy, too. I think that you could make... You know, this used to exist in, like, the Brony community, but there used to be, like, this thing called, like, Pony Creator, and it would just take, like, a very basic pony template, and you could, like, build off of that. I feel like you could easily do that with Vivzy Pop's art style. She could make a game on Newgrounds where you could dress up one of her characters and, like, customize it, and it would literally just be, like, same face syndrome. Like, a textbook case of same face syndrome. Alright. I am going to take a small break. I've been streaming for almost 2 hours, so I really gotta fucking pee. Let me see here. Let's see what I got that I can put on screen in the meantime. Where the fuck? You know what? Hold on. Vivzy Pop and Seth MacFarlane walk into a bar. And then they kiss. God, that would be like Animation's hell. Like, a couple straight out of hell. No pun intended. Why, yes, it is in fact Mikel about to take a piss, actually. I'll be right... Hold on, let me... I will be back in, like, less than 5 minutes, so enjoy this on loop.
Get that motherfucker.
Goodbye, Auntie. Hey, partner. Goodbye, Auntie. Here's what I'm after. Instant tang. Tang. Boy, I like instant tang. Here's what I'm after. Instant... Boy, yo.
Hold on there, you furry varmint. Take my tang, will ya?
Thing at its best, make up at the refrigerator. Cool it off in the refrigerator overnight. The refrigerator. Here's what I'm after. Instant tang. Hurry, folks. Step right up. Shoot a tang. And win a jar of natural orange flavored duck. I hate the idea of shooting a tang. Duck. Tang. Duck. Tang. Miserable tangster. Now wait, I was just... Here's what I'm after. Instant tang. So much pep.
Mad now. Don't look at me like that, Moxie. I'm your man now.
It's instant tang.
For you, Rocky.
Instant tang.
I got a little rat, but in this hole, and I'm gonna catch the little rat.
Yeah, Rocky's gonna rub you out, see? Give me my shirt. Give me my shirt. Yeah, Rocky's gonna rub you out, see?
Instant tang.
Oh, they're adorable.
Get that motherfucker.
Goodbye, Auntie. Hey, partner. Goodbye, Auntie. Here's what I'm after. Instant tang. Tang. Boy, I like instant tang. Here's what I'm after. Instant... Boy, you...
Hold on there, you furry varmint. Take my tang, will ya?
And it's best. Make up at the refrigerator. Cool it off in the refrigerator overnight. The refrigerator. Here's what I'm after. Instant tang. Hurry, folks. Step right up. Shoot a tang. And win a jar of natural orange flavored duck. I hate the idea of shooting a tang. Tang.
Oh, goodness. Dude, I fucking love those commercials. I honestly think that it's kind of funny that there were so many fucking commercials during the era of the Bugs Bunny show. That's like a reference nobody fucking gets, but that's alright. Dun, 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 dun. This is like an EP right here. This shit. Oh no, or is it? Oh. Shouts out. Oh god, why the fuck do they have this username? I guess I'll just show it on screen for a second. DJSTDDJ, and they made a song or an EP called Charmed Life. Check it out. I might actually feature it on Takeover Tuesday this week. My mommy says my singing voice is beautiful. Alright. Back to fucking business. Back to fucking business. Just like in Terry Toons. I think Terry Toons has made some good cartoons, though. They're quite inspiring, despite being the great value studio. You know, studio that made everything on the cheap. One of the studios that was still in New York City during, you know, at the point where theatrical animation was being done in Los Angeles almost primarily. I'm gonna have to get rid of this layer while I'm at it. Sweet chili. Any alerts? None. None that I can see. You couldn't even hear the song, damn it. I wonder if anyone could hear the shitty YouTube poop I made while I was taking a piss. I wonder if I could add image source. I got a Mega Man GIF here somewhere. I was actually trying to fucking play Mega Man 7. You know, because I've played pretty much every Mega Man game with the exception of the X series. I've even dabbled in playing Legends. I actually really like Legends. It's a really good game. But I gotta tell you, Mega Man 7 is not one of those fucking, like, hidden classics. You know, like, everybody does those, like, everybody on fucking Twitter and even on, you know, in other places, threads even, make, like, reappraisals of certain things that people hate on. Like the Star Wars prequels. Like, actually, they were pretty good, actually. Like, if I hear anybody say that Mega Man 7 was any good, I just want them to explain to me what's the difference between this game and the last game. There's actually a right answer to this. The fucking hit detection. The fact that you can... The sprites in the old Mega Man games were so small that you could hit the ceiling and it would be fine. You could recover from that. Now, by this point, you play Mega Man 7, you know what? We'll just have him over here. I can't find my Mega Man GIF, but I'll continue my tangent. What's happening, Dislex085? I missed your message. Hope you're still there. Dude, let me tell you though, Mega Man 7 is the pits. I honestly think it's one of those games too, where they were really starting to repeat stuff. I mean, it was getting pretty stale by Mega Man 6, but it was still fun. Like, you could forgive the gimmicks if the game is still fun. And even though it's the same engine used throughout, the sprite art gets a lot better. I'm not a sprite art connoisseur necessarily, but I love the color choices as the Mega Man series goes on. You know, it gets a lot more vibrant, and they play a lot more with the NES's limited color palette, which I like. You know, I can appreciate that. Game recognizes game, as they say. Everywhere. Maybe I should really just be following this frame. That actually would help out a lot more, especially do the spacing. There we go. Gotta speak properly while speaking on my soapbox. Oh, did I fuck? No, I didn't. I'm tripping. I'm tripping, chat. I can hear an echo. Yeah, that's the worst thing about this room, too, is that there's just, like, a fucking echo. So not only am I speaking way too loudly, but you can... But if I listen to the VOD, it would probably be clear as fucking day. Like, holy shit, old man, you're fucking peaking. Check your microphone settings, grandpa. Fucking bastard. You old fuck. You're not like Uncle Albert. Uncle Albert's cool. He lets us watch Sven Gulli after fucking 10 o'clock. And he lets me say fuck, too, while I'm at it. I fucking love Sven Gulli. Just those, like... vivid memories of watching MeTV late at night with my mother and just watching the shittiest fucking horror movies ever. A lot of which are free to watch on YouTube, which... I still maintain if there's one thing YouTube is good for, ironically, is copyright infringement. Because there's a lot of films, anime, and music especially, oh my god, that's not technically owned by anybody. So there's just such a fine variety of old shit to choose from. That's what I love about YouTube, is that it's a time machine in a way. Like, you could just watch anything from any era. Most of it's available. You know, I feel like one of the projects that I'm working on kind of in the background, something that'll probably be on another channel, a little bit more informative. You know, I've been doing research for a documentary project that I've been working on for the last couple years, just sort of on and off in my spare time. And just the amount of research that I could get done just by surfing YouTube long enough, it's amazing. You know, I could watch something from 100 years ago and I could find it. It's great. It's great for that. You know. It's horrible for creativity, though. Which is not how it always used to be, of course. It's crazy that I'm old enough to even remember what YouTube used to be like. Like every time I talk to somebody about what YouTube used to be like, no one can even no one can remember what their first YouTube video is, or like or how they even found YouTube or whatever. But it's honestly one of the greatest inventions ever. But it also sucks. You know, it's actually crazy how much you can talk shit about YouTube and yet behold its greatness. What little there is left, you know. The meme about not eating until you find a good YouTube video to watch is true as fuck. For our generation especially. Truth be told, I can't remember what the first fucking YouTube video I watched, but I remember what one of the first ones was. SpongeBob Saw, which I'm gonna watch in a minute. And it's barely even an animation, it's just some shit done in Microsoft Paint. But I mean, like, most people I talk to, like, one of their earliest memories, weirdly enough, is David Firth. Salad Fingers. If anyone, everyone's fucking seen Salad Fingers, or at least has seen it. A picture of him. And they're like, oh yeah, that guy. He likes rusty spoons and shit. I fucking love Salad Fingers. David Firth is one of my influences as an online animator, just because of like his catalog being filled with one-offs, music videos. He runs the gambit, ongoing series. Like, that's ultimately what I want to do. I want to make all different kinds of cartoons, but I do want to have like recurring ones, characters that I revisit when I have a new idea. Like, I never make anything if I don't have an idea. I think that I've wasted so much time over the years trying to make something with an idea that was only half done, or half baked, or I didn't see through to the end. Which is why, like, a lot of times I don't even make cartoons on impulse anymore. Like, if I have a funny idea, I'd have to kind of like ruminate on it for a while before I even make anything, because it's such a time sink, I mean, like, I was working on a music video which was never publicly released, wink wink, but I spent like a year of my fucking life on that shit, and it was something I took, for money, but it was something I kind of took on a whim as well. And you gotta always think about that, how long a project will actually take you. You only have so much in you. As the wise Mick Rice Pirate said, shortly before stealing Oni's girl and then getting cucked by Ellis Mark. What a fucking weird world we live in online. Or at least where my niche is. Our niche is. Our niche. You and me in this niche together. My throat is so fucking dry, I will not shut the fuck up. Not that I want to, but... The Lone Ranger. The Lone Viewer. Ellis Mark is king of the jungle. I mean, hey, he won in the end. He got the girl. She is pretty loose, though. It's actually kind of nuts to me that, like, Veronica and Jelly is, like, doing OnlyFans now. And it's, like, such a fucking... I mean, I'll say it. It's a fucking attention grab. But, I mean, that's pretty obvious. I mean, isn't OnlyFans, in a subconscious way, a cry out for attention? I mean, how many times if you went into a fucking Twitter thread and there's some, like, OnlyFans girl promoting her shit? Like, Veronica and Jelly promoting her art based on her face is already kind of bad enough. Because it's boring. Like... I mean, I'll shit on them a little bit, ladies. The ladies that only draw themselves. I mean, Have a couple OCs for God fucking sake, and don't make them look like you. It just gets boring. You know, if you're gonna appeal to gooners, you gotta know where to start. You know, they like a herd of women, not one. Lude's on Patreon, but you know that's how it starts. No hate on sex work, but it's pretty fucking obvious what's going on. Welcome back, bro. Welcome back, Dyslex. But yeah, but like, it is crazy how, like, she kind of roped her way back to relevancy. I mean, she, like, Veronica is a bit of a fucking, honestly, yeah. I mean, I know my audience. I've done original drawings that get like no attention, but I post like a porn drawing I did when I was 18, and suddenly the crowd goes wild. I do have more NSFW stuff drawn. Just gotta post it. I was actually discussing it earlier in the stream, but I do want to release a zine with all my kind of nudie stuff. 18 plus, of course. What do you think this is? A fucking charity? In all seriousness, though, like, I do have a lot. I do like try to appeal to that kind of stuff because I like that kind of stuff. But I also want to be funny and I want to do all kinds of shit. I don't want to just do like gooner shit. But I don't mind drawing it once in a while. It's good fucking practice, and that's a fact. Even the most prudish can agree with me on that. You can't deny that learning anatomy is only done one way, and it's drawing naked bitches. And whatever you like, men or women, who gives a fuck? Draw naked bitches. Bitches circumvent gender, and you can draw both of them if you try hard enough. It takes a lot of fucking practice, though. I'll say that shit. I mean, I don't think I got even remotely good at it until like 2 years ago. And that was after I stopped drawing it for a while. I mean, you know. What's up, Danny? I knew it was you. Yeah, you know. There. Puking up a velo as we speak. Jesus Christ, that shit does not come out easy. Nick Talk. Nickelodeon. Oh, I was a Nickelodeon kid. Right on. Drank all my liquor earlier in the week. Jesus Christ. I think so too. I think you gotta like go out of like you know what? And this is no bullshit. I want to start drawing old people. You know, because I'm fucking bad at it. You know, but I think like I hate looking at old people's faces, but it's good practice. The way the face sags when you draw it. The way, just like the way people age is interesting. Like, there's an old Sleepy Cabin episode where Zach talks about doing warm-ups, and one of the warm-ups he talked about doing was drawing somebody from birth to death. You know, like what they look like as a child, what they look like as a teenager, as a kid, you know, pubescent to adolescent to, adult, and then to middle age, old age, and then probably in a tombstone. Who the fuck knows? I've drawn old people before, but I always kind of do it the generic way, make them hunch over a walker or some shit. Draw the scummy ticket scratchers. Honestly, yeah, in Buffalo, there's no short supply of dirty motherfuckers plaguing the fucking line at the goddamn gas station while I'm trying to get a Monster and a pack of Velos, and they're trying to win a fucking ticket so they can get a goddamn Molson and bring it home. Fuck that shit. I fucking hate you bitches. And when I worked at a gas station, they were always the worst. Just the scummiest motherfuckers ever, those goddamn ticket scratchers. I hated them. They'd always come in drunk as shit. You could smell the fucking Budweiser off their goddamn lips. They'd buy a pack of Marlboro Red Label and scratch their fucking ticket thinking it's gonna pay for it. Like, asshole. Asshole. The goddamn pack is more than your fucking worth. It's already 10, 11. And that was 2022 money, so I'm sure it's fucking way more expensive now. Nicotine is a fucking dangerous, expensive habit. But god damn it, I'm going for another. Drawing caricatures is fun as shit, though. I did actually do an exercise where I was watching a mafia documentary, and I drew a bunch of gangsters and just trying to get, like, their facial features, you know, trying to exaggerate it in certain places. And that kind of thing is a good exercise, you know, just like we were watching something on Netflix, just kind of out of your mind, and you just, like, draw the people that are in it. Like, whether you're drawing Casey Anthony or dudes from the sex offender registry or just people on To Catch a Predator, oh my god. The wealth of caricatures you could get from watching To Catch a Predator, the old episodes, not the fucking new shit for True Crime Network or whatever the fuck. The old episodes. I mean, good god, man. Let's watch SpongeBob Saw. It's only 5 minutes. Be worth your time. Oh, you know what? This might have copyright shit in it, actually. Fuck me. Oh, you know what? Yes, it does. This is a trap. But you know what? I'll just show you my favorite part. With the sound off or whatever. I think it's like towards the end or whatever. You know, after watching Saw 2, this made a lot more sense. Like, I watched Saw 2 later. Oh, God. I can imagine just, like... You're, like, a little kid watching this, and you're like, I wonder what Saw is. And then you, like, ask your, like, older brother or whatever to put it on. That's, like, a formative experience right there, watching something like that. The first time I watched... Like, the first time I'd ever even seen a Saw movie was at a fucking sleepover. And I fell asleep through that shit. I wonder if that was just emblematic of what I thought of the movie, or I was too scared, or what. But I remember being so scared to watch Nightmare on Elm Street for the longest time. I was such a sheltered fucking kid. But you know what? It was fucking laugh a minute once you start watching it. Even the first one. The first one's corny as fuck. The first Nightmare on Elm Street, but... Turn around. Bitch. No. I'm gonna fucking kill you. You still don't know your own number. How will you get it if I don't tell you? Awkward silence. Oh no! You're blocked. Another fun exercise, drawing soy tuber reaction thumbnails and like dark humor compilation calling on Simpson at 3 a.m. Dude, it's actually crazy, like, how many of those fucking videos still exist. Like, calling Homer Simpson at 3 a.m. Like, your audience are, like, children. Undeniably. Undeniably. Let's see if I can... There's 2 of them now. Jesus. Wonder if it's in the... Huh. Damn. Or 20-something-year-olds watching, ironically, yeah. Could be in here, honestly. There's this. Holy fuck, that's putrid. That's fucking putrid. Good God. That's gonna be on my screen until I can find something else. That's funny. Having fun on the internet. There it is. There we go. Damn, brother. I can see this part being... Let's play it back. This is some of the animation I completed recently. If you even care!
Fuck it! I hate technology! Stupid shitty box piece of fuck!
You better watch your mouth, Buster Brown.
Principal P!
Is this menace to normal society troubling you, boys?
Oh.
Yeah, that definitely ends at the hold. One more thing about Mega Man 7, though. I gotta say, I love the art direction in the game. No cap. I fucking love it. I mean, like, honestly, anything from the Super Nintendo era has good art. Like, take your pick. Ah, fuck, I X'd out of the music. That's alright. Just looking at images of Mega Man 7 now. Not that you can see it. Let's go back to the music. I'll bring something up on my computer. I feel like it's fully realized here. Like, the look of Mega Man, everything. You're a regular Milton Knight. Friggin' epic. That's a compliment to me, because I fucking pride myself on knowing about old cartoons that nobody gives a shit about. But also, just, like, kind of understanding why people even like them to begin with. I mean, like, I try to appreciate... I try to appraise things honestly, but I also, like, understand that I'm not gonna like everything. Even some of the, like, Golden Age stuff that I've watched, I don't like all of it. Like, I've been rewatching some Disney shorts, and aside from the Donald ones, oh, man. Ugh. Mickey's got some bangers, but people shit on the mouse a little too much, in my opinion. He's got some good stuff, but not with him at the helm, though. If that makes sense. Like, I can name more Bugs Bunny cartoons I've watched than Mickey Mouse, that's for fucking sure. This is definitely a bit of a schwang. I might rough out this part. You know what? Yeah. Do a little more fluid animating and... having her swing around like that. I think it'd be cool to have Milton Knight as a guest animator. If I ever had any money to spare, I wouldn't want the man to do it for free. Lord knows I wouldn't at that age. His playlist, I still go back to every so often. It's got some really good shit in there. Some old, like, Terry tunes and shit like that. A lot of Mighty Mouse, a lot of Aesop's Fables, which is, I think is another Terry Tunes staple. Cartoons are for children. Let's talk about manly shit. Like wrestling. It's kind of crazy, you know. If Danny's still in chat, I'd like to enlighten you about Armored MMA. That shit is fucking entertaining. And I mean, just imagine the body blows you could get in a suit of fucking armor. I like a lot of the alternative promotions. You know, the last MMA fight that I watched was Paddy Pimblett, and he lost fair and square because he couldn't fucking defend. You know, the other guy's fucking leg kicks. His defense was off. That was the last MMA fight that I had seen, but to be fair, it took me a very long time to actually watch UFC because of just not knowing how to watch it, frankly. But now that ironically, the Paramount deal has sealed the fate of many, you know, especially, and the TKO deal as well, just like as a whole for MMA is incredibly disheartening for the fighters. But it's convenient for the viewers because holy fuck, I could actually watch it in one place. Now all I gotta wait for is Ultimate Fighter. Because I've wanted to watch like Ultimate Fighter, you know, have that be my reality show to watch with my lady friend, a girlfriend. Because let me tell you, watching 1,000 Pound Sisters gets fucking... I mean, I've never been forced to watch it, but... Dude. Grown-ass women throwing temper tantrums, even for the cameras, is, well, it gets a little irritating after a little while. Let's put it that way. God, I remember when, like, I don't know if Leafy ever did videos about the 1,000 Pound Sisters before they blew up. But, you know, it's kind of crazy going from the Chubby Bunny Challenge to, like, multimillionaires. I even watched, like, a video, about, like, Mama June from, like, Honey Boo Boo, and that shit is fucking sad, man. People, like, filming you sell all your possessions on fucking Craigslist because, you know, because of, because you have, like, a cocaine addiction, and you're, you know, like, your daughter is Honey Boo Boo and, like, can't go to public school because people will just be like, this one right here, and just make, like, fucking jokes at her expense. Like, no shit, she's fucking homeschooled. God, that chirp of fucking chiptune really got in my fucking ear. Alright. This is what I was talking about. I think it's right here. Destructoid. Oh, this is for Mega Man 10. That's pretty good. But yeah, like, I'd get this on a poster. You know. Look at its cel-shaded glory, all fucking 500 pixels of it. You can barely fucking see it. It's not in good quality at all, but, you know. It's the thought that counts, I suppose. And do a little bit of a swing motion here. Another bit of a swing motion here. Keep in mind, cloth. Just trying to figure out. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm trying to figure out this fucking arc here. As long as I get the action line right, you know. I was gonna have her hold this pose and then cross her arms.
Normal society.
What the fuck? Wait. What am I listening to? I could tell that was covered. Good. That was a good try, Elsamel on fucking Newgrounds. Been streaming for about 2 hours and 40 minutes. My arm is getting kind of tired, so gonna see if I can put something else on in the background. You know, it's actually kind of nuts because I remember like the longest I'd ever streamed was like I think like 4 hours. You know, and in that time we were just like listening to stuff and watching shit. And I'm pretty sure the stream like cut off at one point due to bandwidth troubles. You know, the more you do shit while you stream, the worse it gets. So, you know. Listen to This is Bug Psychosis by Cold Dog. You know who you are. Something happy as my middle name. I'm the worm.
Menace to normal society.
Yeah, I could have that frame hold.
Is this menace to normal society trouble? Normal society trouble.
Alright. Let's save, because that would be a real fucking shame if I lost progress right about now. Try to keep backups. It's a word from the wise. Every other save, I try to save over the source. So I save the source file, and then I go on for a little longer, and then I save a backup. And then later on, while I'm working on the backup, because that's the most recent version of the file, I go back and I save over the source file, and I just kind of repeat that in rotation. Try it. You'll find that if the power goes out at 2 o'clock in the morning, that you won't have lost anything, and your efforts were for naught. Or your efforts were not in vain, I should say. I'm the worm. Good Lord. See if I can get Marie back in here. Enjoy this interstitial.
I got a little Chun-Li within me. I'm playing guitar.
It's not bad.
This is war. Put down your wares and bring yourselves unto me. I will hunt you down and really smite thee. You have been warned with the Cherokee ancestry. How? And now for something slightly different. Yabba dabba doo. Simpson, Homer Simpson, he's the greatest guy in history. From down the Springfield, he's about to hit a chestnut tree. You think you're so tough? You think you're so tough? No, you are not. You are weak. This battle is this war is far from beyond over, Mr. Clyde. I got a wish. Would you like to make a wish? Ew. Welcome, patient pipe. Ain't no strings on the fiddle, no strings on the fiddle like this. Ain't no strings on the fiddle, no strings on the fiddle like this. A song yo day wah wah, ho ho hey ya ho. A song yo day wah wah, ho ho hey ya ho. Ain't no strings on the fiddle, no strings on the fiddle like this. Ain't no strings on the fiddle, no strings on the fiddle like this. A song yo day wah wah, ho ho hey ya ho. A song yo day wah wah, ho ho hey ya ho. Happy loving between me and Jackie. I love you, sweetheart. Boing. Seriously, take me down! I want you to kill me! Flycast, kill me now! Kill me now! I don't want to live this life of being a spot of Satan anymore! Ah! No, I have nothing against Jewish people. I mean, they're people too, and I got nothing against the Jewish community. I mean, they have their views, we have our views. Let's just leave it at that. About the people who do the animation for Family Guy, thinking about making a skit in parody in mockery parody of me on the show. But I would like to make it clear that I don't want just a skit. If you're gonna do anything of me, I would like to be involved and voice myself in the show, as well as the statue character. Now, I have my story for at least one episode, and I'm willing to go multiple episodes in agreement with Seth MacFarlane and the crew. Anyway, first off, the rumored drawn version of me that looks like a Cleveland clone. No. But I have watched all the episodes of Family Guy, regardless of the way, and I drew a good version of myself, which these drawings I'm going to show on here. We'll do it on the Wikipedia a little later on tonight, along with the text page. Anyway, there you go. That's a good version of me right there to draw for the show.
Hello, love. Good evening there. I'm Bob McCartney, and I'm going to sing you a song. It's a day in the life, and it is a good day.
Managed to corral Marie back to
Hi.
program. Jesus Christ. There's way too many fucking layers. Whose fault is that? Yes. Probably move that. Ah, no. I'll just, let's see. A Dickie? They still make these? Good to see that you're still watching, Pee-wee. I was talking about Tubi movies earlier.
Yeah.
Marie, describe the plot to Snatched.
So, pretty much it was about, like, CIA agents. It was really shitty, honestly. It dragged on for so long. It was like, so a mom was in the CIA, and then she had a white baby daddy that died of a supposed heart attack, but he was murdered. And she let the man that murdered him go, and then later on he escapes prison, and he goes after her, and then kidnaps her, like her whole family, and then kills her fiance. Byron.
Yeah. I was gonna say like.
Sorry.
You're good. I was gonna say like they never even explained how the bad guy killed her husband. I don't even think they even explained how they did it.
They didn't. They just kind of like brushed that part off, and he was like, "Well, it would be funny if your husband didn't die of a heart attack."
You know a movie is really shitty when there's like set pieces, but like every other scene is dedicated to talking about the action, like describing what's going on. There's a lot of that in that movie, where it's like, yeah, remember when you stopped that guy and I had to come in and save your ass? We never see that. They just talk about it because it's cheaper to shoot in a bar than it is to shoot an action scene. But that's just common sense. It's easier to, you know. My favorite characters were the poorly CGI helicopters. Yeah, honestly, they stole the show. All the... Like, we were convinced to watch it from, like, one scene alone.
Which was the explosion scene.
Yeah.
Where...
There's, like, a car explosion, and just, like... It's clearly, like, a CGI car, and it's not even the same car, I don't think.
Yeah, and Byron did.
Yeah, spoilers, in case you were gonna watch Snatch tonight. Don't. It's kind of sucks. You're better off watching like Goodfellas or something.
Yeah, you're better off eating some dirty snatch.
Yeah.
You're better off eating some dirty snatch rather than watching Snatched.
What was the other one we watched? Tiffany the Doll.
Oh, I don't even remember the plot of that one. That was all over the place. It kept changing from night to day.
It was a very inconsistent movie. Like the basic plot was that there's a bunch of Gooner dolls that are made, and they're being sold by this shady company or whatever, by this like shady lady who's like selling sex dolls. And like I just remember throughout the whole movie having to like put my ear up to the fucking speaker because the sound quality was that bad. But I looked at the credits and it's written by like 2 women, and I just find that kind of fascinating.
And
just like
recorded on the iPhone.
Well, the plot of the movie is it's about a guy who's like a serial gooner, and does not want to have sex with his girlfriend. Like that's the crux of the whole movie. So him and his dipshit friend go to this fucking sex shop and try to get a sex doll, and one of the friends gets it and it tries to kill him, and it's just like shot on an iPhone. Like they're in like some dude's driveway and the girl's in like lingerie chasing the guy with a knife. And then it just becomes daytime suddenly. You know, it's one of those fucking movies that can never decide. You know, and I noticed with a lot of these, Tubi movies, that have predominantly black actors in them, they have like the same kind of house that they always shoot in. It's always a house with like a spiral staircase, you know, with like 6 rooms in it. Like if they shoot in a house, it's almost always a house like that. And I always find that interesting because, like, if you want, you can just shoot the whole fucking movie there. There was one we watched on Christmas. It was like one of those family reunion movies. And the uncle was just like really perverted, and that was like the whole joke. And the mom was a bitch.
Yeah.
Like that was the whole crux.
Because the girl was a stripper.
Yeah, like the guy brings home a stripper for Christmas. and the mom has a problem with that. And the mom kind of rules the house. It's a matriarch, and the dad is pussy whipped as fuck, but he's like unk status, you know. So he doesn't
he doesn't listen to moms.
He doesn't. Well, when she's not looking.
Yeah.
But it's very like by the numbers. But I was actually like surprised. Like I thought the uncle was my favorite character because he's just like so perverted to the point of just like, okay, is this even like accurate anymore? I think we ran out of music, or did we? Oh yeah, but not that sound source. Let me see. Ow, Charlie! You bit me!
That hurt, Charlie.
Let me see. Oh my god. Newgrounds. Let's see. Is this in any playlists? Guess it's part of an album. I suppose. Okay. Color Outside the Lines by Koa Souvenir. I'll just like flash it on screen for like a second. There you are. Color Outside the Lines. I like the... What does that say? Let's put it back. Dude, color outside the lines. Okay. Gotcha. Alrighty. Ooh. Sounds nice. This is what I animated.
Is this menace to normal society troubling?
Troubling you, boys.
Yeah, just having to hear that all the time. My shoulder's comfy. I'm not. Yeah. Gotta ease in. Gotta ruin my back posture just a little more. Chicken butt.
Why?
Chicken thigh.
Chicken pot pie.
Chicken pot pie.
Oh, how? Chicken pound pie.
Kung Pao chicken is just okay. I remember hearing it so referenced in like cartoons and movies and shit, and then I like actually having it is like, wow, this is kind of disappointing. Sesame chicken's better.
Sesame chicken always goated.
What is?
Sesame chicken.
Oh yeah, sesame chicken can cure just about any ailment, really. Scientists haven't discovered the full extent of sesame chicken's reach in the medical field. I'm sure there'll be an element on the elemental table named after sesame chicken just due to its sheer power.
Of the MSG.
Well, the rice does half the work, in fairness. Big Chud. I thought that's what I heard. I don't think a night getting Chinese food is complete without some fried wontons, either beef or cream cheese, whatever you prefer. Or what is it? Crab ragoons. Yeah, like crab ragoons or beef wontons. Or you get 2 egg rolls, a combo of sesame chicken and white rice. Bless you. You know how we roll, motherfucker. There we go. Maybe make this white. I used to animate in white. For some reason that helped me. I still do sometimes. Because if my screen's all grayscale, it wouldn't hurt to have a little white, you know. Because that's a common mistake every fucking Flash animator makes when they open Flash, is they make the stage white, and then you're animating at 3 AM and you can't see anymore. Your retinas have been burned out of your fucking skull. It is 8:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
It's almost euphoria time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice and rainy tonight. It's the perfect mood, perfect ambiance. I'm probably going to end this stream and then start it back up again a little bit later because we're going to be watching Euphoria at, what is it, like 9?
Yeah.
Is it out yet?
It will be out at 9.
Marie, what are your thoughts on this season so far without spoiling anything?
I like it, but I like season 2 better because it was more action-packed.
You don't think this one's action-packed?
I mean, it is, but it's more like cartel-ish, if that makes sense.
I actually don't know what you mean.
Like, who's working for the cartel now, so.
Yeah, basically.
But that's all I'll say.
I think it's I was saying like from the beginning that I thought that season 3 was kind of botched in a weird way, like with like casting, so many casting changes and shit. It's like a show's on its 3rd season and like half of its cast is missing. You know what I mean? So it's like they got to think of something. And I thought that like again, without really like spoiling it, anyone who even gives a shit. But just like seeing Cal's character like resolved in basically like a one scene. I mean, I can understand why they did it because of the actor's medical condition. But I feel like that loose end was already tied. You know what I mean? I found the scene a little bit unnecessary, but it was kind of.
He should have been still in jail or something.
Yeah, I just wrote him out completely. I guess. Yeah. Well, when you think about it, it's realistic because sex offenders never get that much time in prison.
True.
It's true to real life.
But Fez gets 34 years.
For drugs. I like drugs.
Blah.
We like drugs on this stream.
We support drugs.
Not the bad stuff, of course, but.
Just weed. And sometimes
Ativan. Start it that way. Oh. Jesus.
What was that?
Song. I think I'll just... Yeah, that makes the most sense. Just like one frame back.
Bro, I got fart.
Do it. Coward. Fart right into the mic if you want to.
I did.
No, you didn't. You liar.
I tooted.
You're a fraud. You're fat. You're a big fat furry fryer.
I'm not gonna say what happened.
Did you shart yourself? Well, that's good.
It was silent.
One time I sharted it out at a Halloween party, and oh boy.
You didn't tell me until after we got home.
Yeah, that's what happens when you eat Taco Bell before getting in the Uber, kids. You don't want to do that. A Pro Jankum stream. Oh my god.
What's Jankum?
It's like it's like a hoax kind of, but like it's like a drug where you put like poop water and you huff it through a balloon and you can see shit. But I don't think it's real. And if it is, it's definitely not like mainstream. I don't think anybody was doing fucking Jankum recreationally.
Dude, all the kids at my school would blow up condoms.
Yeah, my kids at my school do that too, yeah.
And then he would whack me with it. And my sister would ask me all the time if I knew what that was. And I was like, no, of course not.
Got smacked around by a Trojan.
Yeah.
Trojan horse, just like.
I thought it was a balloon. Just an
Oh,
odd
Marie.
shaped one.
Oh, Marie. Oh, innocent Marie.
Okay.
Look at that. Mikkel, draw small. Draw small. You know what? I think it's time for a break, so that's it for this installment. We'll be back after an hour, after Euphoria. So, thank you for